everyone. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to thank Dr. Keneally for creating this amazing healing space for us. It's been such an opportunity to work with her. I've been working with her for 23 years now, so I think I'm grandfathered in. And the beautiful thing about it is that she continues to be a student. And as all of you know, that in this lifetime, that's what you guys will all be, as a student till we decide it's time to go back to where we came from. So that creativity, that childlike attitude has kept Dr. Keneally and I like sisters. And so it's so beautiful because she really gives us a platform to be able to be creative and just allows us to expand our wings and fly. So Dr. Keneally, would you like to come up and just say hello to everyone?
Yes. Hello everyone here and all the beautiful people that we have online. I want to welcome you. And it is my privilege really to be here, as Liliana said. This is an honor to participate in every single one of your lives. And I take that very, very seriously. And when Liliana had the idea, I said, oh yes. And in fact, one of our girlfriends was in her birthday. And instead of going out to dinner and all kind of other fancy things, she says, I want to have a sound healing experience. And so we're initiating this, and we hope to continue this. And I think everyone knows from being here, or being a patient here, and being in our lives, is that you are a bioenergetic being. And tonight is vibrational therapy, which is really is vibrational medicine. And it's been around for a very long time. And it's using energies and frequencies to enhance our physical, our emotional, and spiritual well-being. And we are all vibrating in the universe of 8 billion people, the sun, the moon, and the stars. And when our body is not harmonized in this beautiful resonant frequency, we do not have good health. And so tonight, you're going to see the magic of this vibrational healing for all of us. So thank you for being part of all of our life journey today.
Thank you. With that note, you guys all recognize that we have a body, but we're not our body. Quantum physics would say that we are just particles of light and energy, and that we are also wavelength as well. And so this is why it's so important, why culturally it's been so powerful that every culture has healed with sound of some sort. In the churches, we have the choir, in different cultures where there's drum or gong or things of that nature, because each organ vibrates at a specific frequency. It's like a fine-tuned orchestra. And if one of the organs is not in tune, then it affects the entire symphony. And again, it will create what we would consider an imbalance or disintegration. So we recognize that, and when we are treating you, we treat the whole person. And I have been on a mission for the last 3 decades in personal development. And just for me, really recognizing that without spiritual roots, I cannot be nourished, I cannot rest, and I cannot digest life as well if I don't constantly water my spiritual roots. And so what we realize is that, with the mindset of sound, it goes back to so many different cultures. Is tonight you're just going to have just a wonderful opportunity to just be bathed in these amazing sounds. Dr. Vanderkolk put it so eloquently. He said that sound can penetrate through the fascia to the bone, through the cells, through the tissue, and with nonverbal communication can actually heal the body. So science has finally caught up to what we know has been truth for so many, many, many centuries. So tonight we're going to have such a treat, and so I wanted to just kind of introduce some of our stars here. We have everybody here that works for us is a star. They're all uniquely a star here for us, and they're always shining their light bright. And those of you who are patients really recognize that everybody here is here because they want to be of service, and they really care about you, and they love you. And of course, Our intention is always to meet you where you're capable of being met. And so with that, I'm just going to invite Dr. Greenberg up here. She's our new miraculous, wonderful practitioner, and we absolutely love her. It's just so great to see these, I call them star children, because they're so young with so much wisdom, right? And it's beautiful because it gives our generation so much hope.
Liliana. And Liliana does e-box here. She does nutrition as well, and really was the one that planned this whole event and brought us all together. So round of applause for you, Liliana, for bringing us all together. Thank you so much. All right. This is my little bio, but I get the honor of kind of talking about the medical aspect of the frequencies and vibrational healing. And so I think we all a lot of times forget that even in Western medicine, this really is used. And so things like EKGs, testing for cardiovascular function, EEGs for brain monitoring, EMGs, muscle nerve conduction, all of these are really electrical tests that we're using every single day. And so here at the center, we get to use a lot more therapies and a lot of very unique therapies, but along the same lines, along the same principles. And so anyways, I wanted to introduce also a lot of the other healing therapies that we use. So here are some of them. One of them is Asira, which is biofeedback, getting to see what imbalances are occurring in the body and what different supplements, therapeutics that we have will really help to balance that. We have SEP, Cell Sonic, that's using sound waves to heal and repolarize the cells. We also have OnDemand, using the pulse to see what areas of the bodies are not functioning as optimally as they could be, and then putting frequencies back into the body to counterbalance that. We also have Scannar, which Danielle is going to talk about. She is our wonderful practitioner here who did that, and so much more. We also have the biocharger that you sit around, you get lots of frequencies put into the body, things for parasites, for just simply recharging health and well-being. Brain function, we use it for Alzheimer's, dementia, all kinds of amazing things there. Laser, putting frequency and light into the body. So we always think about, frequencies. What about light and sound and all the different things that we're going to be experiencing tonight? Also the biomodulator that Danielle does and will be able to speak to as well. The Equiscope, which helps with circulation, reducing inflammation, for pain. Liliana does Evox here, which again is biofeedback. It's able to pick up on sound frequencies in your voice to help heal and find your traumas and then clear them using binaural beats and using music. So we also talk here in our clinic about German New Medicine. And German New Medicine, founded by Dr. Hammer many, many years ago, found that traumas in the body correlate to disease. And so it's most commonly known for cancer. We talk a lot about breast cancer, that's unrest in the nest. So something going on in the family is disturbing your vibrational healing and then is leading to disease. We also talk about Dr. Vander Kolk, which Liliana mentioned earlier, and how different traumas are stored within the body, and we have to work to clear them in order to heal and repair and move on with our lives. Additionally, Dr. Hulda Clark, down from Chula Vista, she founded the whole idea of kind of frequencies turning into cancer with different microbes in the body. So things like parasites and candida, fungus, viruses, they all take down our vibration that we're supposed to resonate at. And so by inputting different frequencies back into the body, by coming all together and raising our vibration, we can all heal and help each other.
Excellent, thank you.
Danielle, you want to come up and share? Danielle is amazing. Every one of our practitioners are stars. So again, I'm going to let you talk about everything amazing you do.
Frequency, all right. This is my bio. I won't talk about that. I just want to say that it is such an honor to be here, and thank you guys so much for including me in this, because frequency is everything, right? So we talk a lot about frequency, but I think a lot of people don't understand why it's so important. So I just want to break down real quick the principles in our department, and what we really focus on. So every single thing in this world is frequency. If you broke down the tiniest little particle, it would be a waveform, right? And so in this world today, we have so many things that detach us from the natural world and the natural form that we are supposed to be in. I want you to imagine two violinists in an empty concert hall. And those are two cells trying to communicate, because how do they communicate is frequency. Now, that concert hall is filled with 1,000 different orchestras, and every single musician is playing at a different key, playing a different song, and that is the environment that our bodies are in right now in this world with all the 5G and the Wi-Fi and everything. So no wonder disease is on the rise. So in our department, we focus on 3 principles, and I like to call these, my pillars of frequency medicine here. Number 1 is repolarizing. We have these circuits in our bodies. Every single cell that we have in our bodies requires 25 millivolts just to function. Okay, if you think about that on a whole body level, we have these circuits. And when these circuits get damaged, because these provide power to organs and our structures like our eyes that don't generate their own electrons, right? When these circuits get damaged via, let's say, dental is huge, root canals, amalgams, infections, things like that, it disrupts that circuit. Emotions, huge. And that's why things like EVOX, what Liliana does, so important. Also scars. Scars are not conductive, so it's like snipping a wire. So what we do is we check and see, well, is your circuit on? And if it's not, why? So we try to figure that out so we can repolarize, get everything flipped back on, and get you patched back up so that things can actually conduct the way that they're supposed to. The second principle is recharging. If you're running on an empty battery, we have all this amazing frequency, all this incredible information that we have, on these therapies. But if you don't have the energy to put it into action, then, even the most incredible computer in the world, if it doesn't have a battery, if it doesn't have power, it's not going to work, right? So recharging, number 2. And number 3 is reprogramming. So that's something that we use SkinR for. The first 2 we use Biomodulator, which is an incredible device by Dr. Jerry Tennant. He's an MD out of Texas. You should look him up. Number 3, though, the reprogramming. We use SkinR. And basically, that's a device that speaks the exact same language as your nervous system, aka your software. And it brings everything as close back to homeostasis as possible. So here at this clinic, like I said, I feel so privileged to be here. And Dr. Keneally has set such an amazing stage for all these incredible practitioners to bring this wonderful healing to life. So tonight, that's what we're going to do. It's all about frequency.
Yes. That's great.
So when you guys walked in, you guys got a green drink. So for me, I always think there's nothing green can't cure. It's about expansion, it's about growth, it's about exploration. So we started you guys off, everything is intentional with a green drink, just to get your body ready. And then you went from a green drink to having some water that has frequency in it. So again, we're just kind of channeling tonight so that you get the best experience you possibly can. So I'm going to invite Yukari up here because she is not only our most incredible acupuncturist, I think she's a magician, it's absolutely amazing, but she has had incredible success using this water, not just drinking it, but actually putting it on patients' injuries, and even in one session, watching a complete transformation that happens. And so I want you to talk a little bit about your incredible water.
Hi everybody! So I'm an acupuncturist. So have you ever tried acupuncture? Raise your hand. Oh, you guys good. Yeah, because what happens is our body faces to something very, very unhealthy, any kind of level, isn't it? Yeah. The Chinese medicine we do acupuncture, as you know, so put the very thin needle to where the meridian off the balance. Off the balance, everybody know, more acidity, if you have yellow banana, that you have a dark spot everywhere.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's I put the needle for, because they will lower energy, like in the scanner does to polarize, so something like that. But we can do have some system, homeostasis. DNA has a healing detox in the function, isn't it? We're born with it, right? But we cannot use it. Why? We're so dirty. Unfortunately, it is. So that's why I brought this one from Japan. My patient told me this is from Japan, but we have an order I give you. Also, we have another thing you can buy from the tablet, right? Also, we have like inhaler. What happened is our body. I'm sorry, it's just too dirty. I try to move the body. I can move the body. Yeah, I can do it. I can move the body. I can move the body fluid. I can move your whole homeostasis more higher. But unfortunately, you are dirty. So what I'm going to do is this water, H2 gas and technology, attached to some dirtiness. It make a H2 H2 attach something oxidation stress in the body, become H2O, come out as a P. No side effects, no overdose. Even though like a pregnant woman, when pregnant, right after born the baby, you are a dog and cat, anybody to drink. Right, my mom, unfortunately last year my mom passed away. But right before she died, even she drink this one, 10 minutes she can talk. You won't believe it. But that I saw. But I want to help you guys with this kind of thing, technology right now available in this office or your home to help yourself. It's all about your lower vibration by the sickness or some dirty. We're gonna make a higher balance of your homeostasis, remain your health long time. That's what we do here. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are going to begin this evening with all these amazing people that are all experts in their field. And maybe some of you have even experienced a cacao ceremony. Its roots are embedded in the ancient Mayan culture. And so I've attended a few, and the mindset is to create an intention for this evening. So all of you came for a specific reason, some of you out of curiosity, some for a reason to raise your frequency through your matrix. As we've been listening tonight, how important that everything that is in a living form has a frequency. And when that frequency is lower, it can match disease, because the diseases function at a very low frequency. So imagine a 200 watt, if you put 100 into a 200, it's going to explode. So our intention is to kind of always bring up the frequency. And so with music and sound therapy, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be opening up the heart with a cacao ceremony. And I'm going to bring Luz up here in just a moment. Come on up here, Luz, so that she can explain this beautiful tradition. And we will start our beautiful night of vibrational healing. Come on, Luz.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Luz, and that's my bio. I am very honored to have been invited to this space. I have been working with cacao for over 4 years. This is considered a medicine by the indigenous people. So the cacao that we're going to be having tonight, it comes from Ecuador. So this particular cacao is harvested by the men in the indigenous villages. So the men harvest the cacao, they go and get the beans, and they bring it to the village, and the women will pray over the cacao beans and grind it into a paste. So everything is done very intentional. And this particular medicine is considered very sacred by the indigenous people. And why do they call it medicine? This cacao has the potential to open up your heart and connect you to your higher self, to your higher source. And it all ties in with vibrational medicine, which is what they do here. They actually, if you were to ask me in a spiritual aspect, what they're doing here, they're actually connecting you to your higher source, which is your natural self. And so deprogramming, limiting beliefs that we grew up with, we also get this inherited by our own family lineages. And so what this medicine does during a ceremony is that it allows you to completely open yourself up. It's full of antioxidants. This actually has the potential to raise your stem cells by 50%. And it also has 40 times more antioxidants than blueberries. It's rich in calcium. It has flavonoids, and it's just that's why they call it a superfood, because it's very, very rich in nutrients. So I used to be a coffee drinker, and I could not get away from coffee. Doesn't matter how many times I tried. And so I started to substitute my coffee with cacao. And I can tell you it's been a life changer for me, because it gives me a lot of energy, and it keeps me active and very happy throughout the day. I don't get the crash that you usually get with the coffee in the middle of the day. And my nervous system is not spiked up. So I highly recommend, if you're a coffee drinker, if you're trying to quit, to go with cacao. So the cacao, the ceremonial cacao, it is actually unprocessed. There is nothing added to it. It's natural raw cacao. And it's best to consume it this way, because you will get the full benefit of all the antioxidants that this medicine brings, physically and vibrationally. So the way I prepare the cacao for ceremony, I add cinnamon, I add a little bit of nutmeg, and I add cayenne pepper. And the reason why I add cayenne pepper is because it allows for your blood cells to dilate and to absorb all the nutrients that the cacao has. So I would like to start by tuning into our hearts for a moment, because this medicine is all about the heart. And so when we tune into the heart, we also tune into the spirit of cacao. Everything has a spirit. Even the chair that you're sitting on, even though it's an inanimate object, it has a spirit. It has vibration. So we are all vibrating at a higher rate that we materialize in this world. And so I invite you to close your eyes real quick and place your hands in your heart, both of your hands. And allow yourself to take a couple deep breaths. Allowing yourself to feel the heartbeat of your heart. And it's the same heartbeat that connects you to the Mother Earth. In the indigenous cultures, they are deeply connected to nature. And when we connect to nature, we have the ability to heal ourselves. We are our own healers. When we come back to ourselves, when we remember our true nature, we start flowing with light. We become the movers of life. Moving life forward. And allow yourself to continue to breathe deeply. Feeling that warmth in your heart. Calling in your intention for the night. Why are you here? What are you seeking to gain? What are you seeking to heal? And when we ask with intention and with our hearts open, we get to receive. My approach is not only scientifically, but it's more so spiritually. Everything that we experience in life, it stems from the disconnection from our higher source. Any imbalance, any sickness. And so I invite you to fully connect to the essence that you might remember when you were a child, that playfulness, that joy. And allow yourself to bring those memories back into your body, back into your consciousness. Now with this connection, we're gonna start passing around the cacao, and I want to explain a little bit more on how the indigenous use this wonderful medicine to, resolve conflict between tribes or between family members. Every time that there's a conflict, they prepare cacao with the intention of resolving whatever needs to be resolved, whether it's with yourself, whether it's with a family member, with a friend, with a tribe member. They gather around and they drink cacao. They drink cacao because because we are a pure reflection. So when we start looking at each other as the source that is in front of you, we eliminate separation. We reconnect to our higher self, we reconnect to the higher source, and we reconnect to our neighbors, to our friends, to our family. So you can go ahead and open your eyes, and they're gonna come around and pass the cacao. And I invite you to set an intention when you receive your cup, place it by your heart, connect to it. There is no sweetener in this cacao, so it might be a little bit bitter. And I invite you to embrace the bitterness, just like we should embrace the bitterness in our own life. That's one of the main teachings that I have received from one of my teachers, which is a Mayan teacher. And so it's beautiful how they look at life with, every challenge or every experience in life. It has something to bring us. It has the ability to bring light into our lives. So when we are experiencing amounts of darkness or negative experiences in our lives, that's actually a good thing, because there's a lot of light behind it. We just have to, become the warriors that we are and get through it. And asking for help, asking for support, that's one of the main keys to get out of, the dark hole that sometimes we find ourselves in. I am very connected to this medicine because of a personal experience that I had with depression. I was dealing with deep depression and I couldn't get out of it. It doesn't matter what I tried. I went through therapy, I tried different modalities, and I continue to ask Spirit to please allow me to find something holistic, because I didn't want to take medicine. I didn't want to take antidepressants. I was so depressed that one day my therapist told me, allow me to prescribe you some antidepressants. It's so hard to see you this way. That's how bad I was. So I declined and I continue on, and I came across cacao and other plant medicines. And I started experimenting, I started trying them. And cacao has become one of my best allies to get rid of a lot of depression, to become more centered with myself, to allow Spirit to guide me, and allow me to reconnect with myself, to go back to my center. So I have seen many great stories connected to ancient medicines. And one of the main ones is vibrational medicine, which is I feel very blessed and very honored to have been invited to this place. I didn't even know it existed. So when I came in here, I was like, wow, this is the future. Our medicine of the future is here. It's vibrational medicine. It's energy and vibration, because that's what we are, as they have explained previously. So I hope you enjoy the cacao, and I will guide ourselves into a meditation right after you are done with your drink. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. But yeah, you can find a lot of information about cacao scientifically, that it's proven that it's a really good medicine for everybody.
My question is it delicious? How was it made? Is it with a powder, this one?
I will not recommend powder. Cacao, ceremonial cacao comes in a paste. It either comes in the beans, which is the cacao bean. You can grind it yourself, or you can find it in paste. You can find it online. You can go on Amazon and you can find the ceremonial cacao there. I will not recommend powder. It's processed already. Yes. And then, so this particular one, I forgot to mention, I made rose petal tea. And it has a rose petal tea. It has cinnamon, cayenne pepper, and nutmeg, and a little bit of anise. And so, combining, yes.
The question I heard is that does cacao contain caffeine?
It does contain a little bit of caffeine, but the main compound is called trioma, which is the chemical that they call it. They call these food of the gods. And why they call it food of the gods? Because it gives you a blissful state. It's a compound that brings you joy. So it has about 35 milligrams of caffeine, but it's not as coffee. You will not feel the caffeine.
And it's cacao chocolate.
Yes, it's ceremonial cacao, unprocessed, raw. Yes. When you drink it, usually a ceremonial cup, it includes 2 ounces of cacao. I only put 1 ounce here because if you're trying it for the first time, I want to introduce this medicine gently. Because this has the potential to bring up a lot of emotions. If there's stagnant energy, you will feel the energy rise up. You might feel very emotional, and that's completely fine. You know, that's the medicine already doing its work. And so allow the emotions to come up to the surface and allow yourself to be held and healed. There's a word that one of my teachers say, in order to heal it, you must feel it. So you must feel in order to heal. Because to feel the emotions and to give it a space and to acknowledge, you are actually allowing the energy to flow. And if you pay attention to the word emotions, that's energy in motion. So we must allow these emotions to flow through us, through our vessel, because we are just channels of energy. And when we become the channels of energy, we are constantly transmuting and channeling emotions and feelings. But as long as we don't get stuck and we don't ignore these feelings, the process of healing becomes effortless. So yeah, just I forgot to mention that part. So you might feel a little bit of emotion or blissfulness, happiness, and just it's the medicine working on you. I have had experience that when I'm serving the cacao, when the person comes to me, I usually serve it one by one because this is a big group, right? We're not able to do that, but Thank you for helping. I have had multiple experiences when the person comes and gets the medicine. They are already in the state of releasing. They're already crying before they even get the cacao. So this medicine is very, very powerful. So when you open yourself to it, when you connect to it, it can do wonders. This medicine goes back 3,000 years back, as far as we know. It was used by the Mayans, it was used by the Aztecs. There's a story of what we will call it an ascended master now. His name was Quetzalcoatl. It's believed that he went up to the heavens very disappointed in humanity. And he went and talked to God and he said, you have to give me something because something's wrong down there. Something's wrong on earth. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. So he was giving a gift for humanity. And the gift for humanity was a cacao pot. So he brought the cacao from the heavens and brought it up down to earth. And I recently learned that cacao is actually spelled, in Mayan language, is spelled K-A-A-K-A-O. Ka'ak means fire. A-O means inner. So this means inner fire, which is the inner fire in our hearts. I hope this introduction to this wonderful medicine, thank you, Viviana, for bringing it here.
Really, and have experienced one of his sound baths, and I don't know, I felt like I was transformed. I thought, oh my goodness, I was seeing a kaleidoscope of colors, and we did a lot of breath work, and it's just wonderful because your breath is something that you'll always have with you that can help you to self-soothe very, very quickly. And so I'll probably take us through a little bit of breathing because everybody knows how to breathe in, but many people do not know how to breathe out. And we have a tendency to hold that carbon dioxide in. So again, we use a lot of verbalization when we breathe and really let that air come from the lower chambers of the lungs where the oxygen is. So when we take a deep breath in, and we want to hold it and expand, and maybe we take another breath, and then as you exhale, you're exhaling as you just let your shoulders and everything melt as you just exhale completely all the way down until the last drop of air out. So you kind of like the 5 count in, 4 count hold, 7 to 9 count out. But this is something for me that has been a lifesaver in regards of just really learning how to befriend my nervous system, which is essential for all of us. So Billy is an incredible musician. He's an incredible yoga master. I mean, he's just a renaissance man. So anyway, I want to introduce Billy. So
Billy, thank you so much for having me here. Thank you, Liliana, and everybody that put this together. This has been something I've been looking forward to for quite a while, is sharing sound and cacao and these experiences with people outside of the yoga studios, outside of my typical setting. So it's an honor, and I'm very humbled to be here sharing this stuff. So thank you guys very much, and thank you for everybody out here willing to come and try something maybe new. And you've done this work before, but really appreciate you guys showing up. It's always a special group that comes together. So thank you very much. The sound is quite unique. And I'll say every sound practitioner has their own way of collecting instruments and their own way of playing. There are some principles and structure that we all follow, but basically the collection of instruments is up to the practitioner. And I've been drawn to deeper toned sounds and sounds of the didgeridoo, sounds of the gong, a couple different instruments that you guys probably haven't heard before. And probably haven't heard them in a combination of other instruments as well. And I'll really just encourage you throughout the sound bath is to really just try to clear the mind. Clear yourself of thoughts, clear yourself of the habitual thinking that sometimes we fall into. And this was really a practice of connecting to our own openness, our own spaciousness that's within. I mean, all these amazing doctors have talked about some incredible things and some of the science that's coming out backing this up. And it's crazy to me to think that we still are mostly open space. we're still on the atomic level, just space.
It's way.
And right, it's really radical. And so this sound has a way of going in there, resetting the body, resetting us back to our natural state of being. And I really believe that's a state of joy, of happiness, of peace, and love. You know, we can come up with any of those positive words to really fill us up. And I think when you clear everything away and you get into a very still spot, you may have to move through a couple things, right? There's layers to this, but once you get there, there's this clarity that comes, and that clarity is so peaceful. And this sound and all these different practices have a way of bringing us to that clarity, bringing us to that connection to ourselves, really back home. And that's a big part of this practice, is just coming back to ourselves, remembering who we are, remembering our purpose, remembering the vitality and the energy that we have, the joy. So special sharing this stuff, so thank you guys. With that being said, let's listen to some sound.
Do it.
All right, cheers. And I will say, thanks. And I use our breath, so perfect like segue with the breath. Breath and sound in these practices really go hand in hand. So let's all just take a couple breaths if you're willing to just center ourselves, let ourselves drop in. We have arrived, so nothing left to do. Go ahead and exhale all the air out. Close the eyes if it's comfortable. Let's take an inhale through the nose, down into the belly, up to the heart, and then exhale out the mouth. Relax the body, release any tension. Nice, another breath like that. Nice, easy breath in, all the way up to the heart. A smooth exhale. Good. One more breath. Breathing in from the bottom all the way to the top. And exhale it out. And use this session to be as present as possible, connecting to that openness and spaciousness and that freedom that's within us.
This is a Mayan mantra that calls in the sun. And allow yourself to close your eyes, place your hands on your heart. And allow the energy of the sun to come through your crown, anchoring this energy into your heart. it all the way down to the core of the earth. Bring it all the way down to the core of the earth. Allowing yourself to fully connect to Gaia, to Mother Earth, to nature, to your own nature.
we were healing, what was coming up was our mom stuff. And my mom's been gone for 20 years, and Joe's mom's been gone for 20 years. So we were just talking about just the effects of a lot of things. And so I was seeing a healer, and the healer was like, first of all I was dealing with was like physical stuff, you know. And I was like, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with this. And he's like, I think you have a lot of resentment towards your mom. And I was like, he didn't say anything about my mom. He's like, well, so what I want you to do, it was really quick and easy. He was like, I want you to just picture her every day, say hi to her. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even realize that I don't do that. And he's like, just picture her behind you, giving you a hug, and just tell her that you love her. And then, you know, just do that for like 30 days. It didn't even take me one day to realize what he was flipping in my brain. It was because, like, every time that trauma came up, it was like, this messed me up. That it was just this fight or flight situation in my head. And then instead, now, all of a sudden, it's like she comes up and it's like I have this little angel on my shoulder, and I'm like, wow, that was it. That was all I had to do. Anyways, that's one of the things that's really touched me. And so this is the first song that we ever sang together because it came out that week. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hold on just a second.
Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. I'm going back to the start. I was just guessing numbers and figures and puzzles apart. Questions of science, science in progress, don't speak as loud as my heart. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. I'm going back to the start.
By the way, that was a Coldplay song. Called The Scientist. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of covers. This next one is Make You Feel My Love by Adele. I was just with my roommate in the garage the other day, and some dimes were on the floor, and she's like, my mom comes singing through dimes. Look, she just came in. So, anyway, the song kind of makes me think of it. For me to no. All right. Yep.
When the rain is blowing in and the whole world is on your case, I could lightning, shadows, and the stars. And there is no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for a minute to make you feel my love. And I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. And I've known it from the moment that we met. There's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, and I go crawling down the avenue. No, there ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wildly, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth to make you feel my love. To make you feel my
This is, I think, a song I was singing a lot when I was trying to let go of attachments to things that were no longer serving me, and blessing them in love and being able to kind of let go and move on, you know. But blessing in love part was the hard part, but that was the part that was like the click. Yeah.
I took my love and I took you. I climbed a mountain and I turned, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill with a landslide brought down. Oh, mirror in the sky, can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean in time? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I'm afraid of
because we met when I was 14 and we had a very strong attachment. We weren't necessarily compatible, but we were in each other's lives for a reason to teach each other specific things, and I'm so glad I got to learn them with him. So anyway, divorce is hard. They say it's like a death, and I think that's true. It is. But our goal was that we could do it somehow in a loving place, and it didn't start out like that. But now we are at the spot where we were just blessing each other in love and like letting each other be. And so anyway, yeah, it took a lot to get to that spot. But that's what this song makes me do.
Don't want me to repeat, but everything I had to give, I'll give to you. It's not like we planned. You tried to stay, but you could not stand it. To see me shut down so low as though it wasn't an easy thing to do. And so when all of this came round us, falls over, I'll tell you what we gonna do. Yeah, you will shelter me, my love. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I left you heartbroken, but not until those very words were spoken. Has anybody ever made such a fool out of you? It's hard to believe it, even as my eyes can see the very things that made you live are killing you. And so when all of this around us falls over, I'll tell you what we gonna do. Yeah, you will shelter me, my love. And I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. All of this around us falls over, I'll tell you what we gonna do. Yeah, you will shelter me, my love. And I will shelter you. You shelter me too. I will shelter you. I will shelter you.
That was very Montaigne. Called Shelter. That was Shelter. Yeah, such a good one. How are you doing on time?
Great. I don't know. I forgot that.
What is that? Where are we? What's going
We're two dimensions. We're okay. Two more, or one more of those want to be asleep, they're already in your bed. Okay.
We got two more? Okay. There's two more? Okay. Do you guys want a break from the emotional stuff? 'Cause it's pretty emotional. What do you think? What does everybody want?
You want to feel the vibe? What are we doing?
Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Wanna think about times to come, and not about all the things that you've done. If your life was back to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. All I want is to see you smile, if it takes just a little while. I know you don't think that it's true, I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. 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 Well, I don't know why I keep it on. I got the feeling that something wrong. I'm so scared in case I fall out my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get to the ceiling. Clowns to the left and jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. And I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep a smile on my face. Losing control, yeah, I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left and jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing and you got a choice of making. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please, please. Well, I don't know why I keep it down. I got the feeling that something wrong. I'm so scared in case I fall out my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get to the stand. Clowns to the left and jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing and you're probably choice I made then. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please,
I don't even know what verse I was on, but I thought I sang it.
Always growing, and you got no rhymes for me. Do feeling burning. I got no tears to do, no promises to keep. Definitely trust in recklessly, but the morning to drop all its pleasures on me. Love, I love you, always through me.
All right, so you guys, once again, we're hoping to do this again, and we appreciate you guys all coming out this evening to share it with us. And what do I say? But you guys have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll look forward to seeing some of you tomorrow. All right, blessings to all. Good night.